All right, guys, today Rodeo and I are going to be walking Logan Boulevard. Logan Square has really been the focal point for a lot of real estate in the city of Chicago in the last 15, 20 years. I'm Samuel Shhhh. I'm a local real estate broker with App Properties and the team leader for Chicago Lifestyle. I absolutely love this city. I've been here for almost going on 20 years, and there's so many fascinating aspects to every single one of the neighborhoods that Chicago has to offer. There's 77 unique different ones. And honestly, in my experience, people who have bought and sold in Logan Square in the entire time that I've been selling real estate have made really good sound investments over here. And this is a part of our neighborhood walking series, getting you guys out, getting you exploring the different Chicago neighborhoods and kind of giving a visual of it. Now, we did do a map video as well, so make sure you go check that one out where we look at the landscape of Chicago, kind of dive into each neighborhood so you can see the relation to each neighborhood on the map. This one is us getting out, you getting the visuals of those different neighborhoods. So when you're moving to Chicago, you can call us up and we can help you explore which neighborhoods fit you the best, but then you also have a visual context to what you're kind of looking at. The boundaries for Logan do range. It depends on who you kind of talk to, especially with the east designation. Now, all the other boundaries are very standard. South side, you're going to be the 606 trail, which is our 2.7 mile running trail, which is absolutely amazing. They redid it within the last 10 years, and that really blew this neighborhood up. On the west side, you have the train tracks. So the Metro line, which is right over there, has the Healy stop. The Healy stop transitions you from Logan Square into Hermosa. And then on the north end, you have Diversey Avenue, which is the boundary between Logan Square and Avondale. But the east side is the contrary one, because I personally have always been told that it was Western Avenue, but some people, depending on who and where you're Googling and researching, it can go over to the river, which could include Bucktown, but I always thought and feel like Bucktown is actually more a part of Wicker Park, Westtown, like that designation. We are gonna go explore, we're gonna walk around. I'm gonna tell you all the fun things about this neighborhood, including the restaurant scene, which is hands down some of the best restaurants in the city have been flocking into Logan Square. As a side note, we are starting on Logan Boulevard and we are right in front of the Centennial statue, which is absolutely stunning. It dedicated 100 years of Chicago being a city. If you like this video and you want to explore the city of Chicago with us, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like this video, comment. I interact with all of our people who are commenting on it, so trying to build a community here. And if you are making a move to the city of Chicago, feel free to reach out to us. We'll put our cell phone number right here, so call us. We are so excited to help you make this transition to Chicago. On that note, Rodeo is guided in and looking at all the squirrels, and she is ready to rock and roll. So let's go walk. So good thing about being in Logan Square, you do have two train stops. One is going to be the California Blue Line on the south end of the neighborhood, and then you also have this one, which is the Logan Square Boulevard stop. This one, it goes underground, so unlike being over by California and in Wicker Park and Bucktown, this is going to be all underground over here. So if you're looking to be close to a transit line but not have the noise that it creates, this is the area that you'll want to be in. All right, ready? Get going. So just a little bit north of the Blue Line is the Logan Square Theater along Milwaukee. It's a classic in this neighborhood, built in 1915. It's gone through so many renovations. It stood the test of time. Actually, Will Ferrell shot his movie Stranger Than Fiction here. Classic theater to come and look at movies. We've done client appreciation parties here, so it's fun. Make sure you stop in and check out a historic relic of the neighborhood. All All right, so now we're on the north side of Logan Square on Diversity Avenue. We're actually at Diversity in Central Park. Now, the reason why we're kind of stopping here is most busier streets in the city of Chicago are commercial hubs. That's where most of them are going to be at, but Diversity is going to be a little bit different. It's a little bit more residential. So you do have a lot of residential homes that are going to be right here mixed in with a lot of the commercial space. It's very industrial kind of feeling, so that's going to be the difference. But this location is perfect because A, we're going to have the bus come right by and show you that we have public transportation. But this gives a really good understanding of what Logan Square is. Logan Square doesn't really have a baseline architect type, which some of the other neighborhoods are kind of known for. I mean, there are certain aspects, like some neighborhoods are gonna be a little bit more multi-unit orientated here in Logan. Some of them are gonna be really good, gorgeous gray stones. So you're gonna have our framed houses. You have brand new construction, which a lot of the homes we're seeing in Logan Square are gonna be new construction recently. And then you also have your brick multifamily home, which are all connected, all similar and different, but all on the same block. So it's not going to be this homogeneous look that some of the other neighborhoods have. We're going to go meander into the side street so that you can kind of see the residential neighborhood. So being on the side streets, again, similar to with being on Diversity, you're gonna see a lot of different types of housing stock. Now, again, this neighborhood is great because you still match the 25 by 125 width length standard lots, but around here, you're gonna kind of run into a lot of different housing types. So you can see you got a brick building, you have a frame building with siding, you have siding and non-siding. And then on the corner, you have a little bit of a bigger multi-family home, apartments, small condos. So really kind of a mix of everything, which is kind of fun. So just walking down these streets, there's a lot of new construction that we're seeing in the heart of Logan Square. Everything is steeped in history around here, which is really nice to see. But due to a lot of the affordability, a lot of people were buying properties and then ripping them down and then building brand new construction. So that's why you're gonna see some of these. Now, the thing about this neighborhood is some of the new construction is very, very ultra modern. So it's definitely a different look that the neighborhood has brought into the area. So. So on the far northwest side of Logan Square is Kosciuszko Park, which is actually run by the Chicago Park District. Now, Logan Square, when it comes to green space, a lot of people really like Logan, but there's not a ton of parks. Most people, when they talk about green space and they talk about the parks, they're going to gravitate towards the boulevards. So Logan Boulevard, Wrightwood Boulevard, as well as Palmer Square. So to have an actual park, this is probably the only one besides the 606 that is in the neighborhood. Now, this is a full community park, which is amazing. They have a playground, baseball fields, and they actually have a little dog park on the north side. So if people want, we can go let Rodeo run loose really quickly. But the building also, the community center also has a pool inside, as well as a lot of other sporting activities. So it is a staple in the neighborhood. This is actually kind of a little bit of a micro neighborhood for Logan Square. Nice thing is on the north side by Diversity, you have the Binnies. You also have the grocery stores, which are gonna be a little further west, just a couple blocks. But yeah, it's definitely a nice little hub for the neighborhood. So now we're walking on Wrightwood Avenue. We're heading east into the boulevard. The boulevard actually at the square turns into Wrightwood Avenue. Now, for real estate and driving around the city all the time, I actually use Wrightwood as my cut through I think it's one of the faster streets that most people don't know about. So you bypass all the traffic on Diversey Avenue as well as Fullerton, but it's also really quaint and cute and just allows you to kind of like explore the different neighborhoods and see all of these beautiful homes. You find a lot of like multi-unit 2 flats that are all brick. And then on the west side, you also have a lot of gray stones. And Wrightwood West, just west of Logan, is a really pretty park and a really great boulevard that has a bunch of bungalows on it that are just gorgeous. It's actually one of my favorite streets in the city. So let's keep traveling east. I drive past this house almost every day, and this is probably one of my favorite homes in Logan Square. It's the Purple House. So what you'll find throughout Logan is there's a lot of multifamily homes, but there are some little pockets that you get really gorgeous single family homes that are actually pretty large. So they're very, very special. You know, like Lori Lightfoot, our former mayor, lives in this neighborhood. I don't know the exact house she lives in, but she lives in something similar to this. So let's come on, look. So guys, we are now on Kedzie Boulevard, which is the connector in between Logan Square and the Logan Square Boulevard, as well as the Palmer Square Boulevard. Now, the thing about Kedzie Boulevard is that it has the outdoor farmers market on Sundays throughout the year during the summer months. The Logan Square Farmers Market is the best one in the entire city. So if you're in the neighborhood, check it out on Sundays. So on top of the farmers market being on Kedzie, Logan Square technically has 4 boulevards. Now the boulevards throughout the city were actually done in the 1800s. It was a master plan to bring investment and people out on the western and southern parts of the city. And so William Jenney is actually the architect who created the Logan Boulevard, which this neighborhood is so well known for. Now, like I said, there's 4 boulevards. One's gonna be Logan Boulevard. You have Palmer Square, which are east-west, and then the north-south ones are Kedzie and Humboldt Boulevard. All of these parks and all of these boulevards connect, which is awesome, and it's all run by the Chicago Park District. We're gonna go down Milwaukee Avenue now so that we can see all the nightlife, the shopping, all the local businesses that are flanked upon Milwaukee Avenue. So let's keep going. All right. So guys, we're standing outside of Lula Cafe, which is one of the hot hubs for Logan Square. It has vegan menu, which a lot of people really like. It's really quaint and cute on the inside. And then they also have a patio. If you're looking for a cute little coffee shop, definitely stop in, but they also do have really good food. So one of the local hubs right off of the boulevard. So guys, right here is Andros Taverna, which is like one of my favorite Mediterranean places in the city. I think they just do such a great job. They have really great cocktails. You should definitely check them out. Plus, they have this cute little patio in the summer, which is amazing, but it's been open for a couple years now. Let's keep walking down Milwaukee. Is that okay? Then another restaurant walking along Milwaukee is The Whale. It's right here. Definitely take a check out of it. Everyone absolutely loves it in the neighborhood. It's definitely become a staple. Then also, like, if you're looking for fabulous bars, my friends and I have actually been hanging out at Welcome Back Lounge so much frequently. In the back, they have like an Airstreamer or a camper that they've converted into a cute little bar. It is so fun. So definitely check it out. Really good food as well as cocktails. And my favorite cocktail is The Last Word, and nobody ever has it, but these guys actually know how to make it and make it well. So try it out. All right, so one of my local coffee shops that I go to when I'm here, because our office is literally just 1 block away, is Gaslight, right here on the corner of Milwaukee and Fullerton. Let's go in and grab a coffee and maybe something for her. Come on, dear. Do you have oat milk?
Sure do.
Thank you. Awesome, thank you so much, appreciate it. All right guys, so we are standing right outside the new Daisy's, which is just a couple blocks away from the old location. It's one of my favorite restaurants in the neighborhood, so definitely check them out. The pasta and the cocktails are amazing. They do seasonal cocktails. This last summer, they had one which was out of this world, and I tried replicating it at home and I never could. So definitely check them out. In Logan Square, you're also really popular with breweries. There's several of really good breweries around this neighborhood. Other thing about Logan is the shopping. We're crossing a couple shops right now, but you're going to find a lot of thrift shops. Record shops are really popular around here. Just really good like clothing shops. So definitely look for some really great shopping around here. So we're gonna transition away from Milwaukee corridor. Milwaukee is awesome. There's so many other different places. If you're looking to go further south, go to beautiful Rind, which is a really good cheese place. Also, another one of my favorites down further is Pilot Brewery, which is kind of like this incubator for all these different places all around Chicago that are getting their start with brewing. So you can try a bunch of different smaller brew houses, which is really cool. So we're gonna go further south. There's a really great little bar on the corner that I love pointing out. It's kind of like a speakeasy. We're gonna get kind of into the Palmer Square neighborhood, which is kind of like this little micro neighborhood. Really great housing. And then we're gonna kind of meander down into Armitage, which is another little corridor for eating, drinking, and shopping. So let's go. So guys, we're right off of California. The California Blue Line stop is a small little street called Palmer, and it actually leads into the actual square. But this little one-way street is awesome. You have Lardon, which is a really good restaurant on the corner, but behind Lardon is Meadowlark. So you'll see this little birdie, and it actually is a little speakeasy that has amazing, amazing cocktails. So definitely check it out, and it has such a good vibe. So head on in. So Armitage is another little subsection of Logan Square. I really like it. I feel like there's a handful of really great restaurants. You have Middlebrow, you have Table, Stick, and Donkey. You also have Scufflaw, which is really good. You have Giant, which is amazing. And actually one of the best cocktails that I've had in Chicago is this classic Chicago bar that is cash only, but it's called Ouija's. It's further west on Armitage. It is so good if you're looking for classic cocktails. All right, so another really great restaurant is Parsons Chicken, which is right here on the Boulevard as well as Armitage. They are super popular and they have really good food. They are so popular, they actually expanded. They've expanded up into Andersonville, and they opened up a location in Lincoln Park as well. So really fun. They have a back patio. I feel like everybody in the 2000s, the double aughts, would come here and get so much food as well as hang out on the patio. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Squirrels are fine. So guys, at the southern end of Logan Square is the 606 Trail, which really separates Bucktown, Logan from Humboldt Park, as well as Wicker Park. Now, the 606 is amazing. When I first moved to Chicago, it didn't exist. These were actually old elevated railroad tracks, but the city has spent a lot of money and a lot of time putting this in so that the people of the West Side have an opportunity to enjoy beautiful nature as well as a really nice running path, and it helps commuters who live on the West Side coming east. So it's 2.7 miles from start to finish, and it's all professionally landscaped and is definitely a great connector. Thank you guys so much for taking this opportunity to walk with Rodeo and I through Logan Square. Obviously, we don't have time to walk through the entire neighborhood because it is that large, but hopefully we've been able to hit the hot spots as well as give you a little access and information on the neighborhood and give you a snapshot into how it feels to live here. Make sure you subscribe so you get notifications when any of our new videos are coming out. And also, if you're making a move to the city of Chicago and are neighborhood hunting or looking for a place similar to Logan Square that you want to call home, make sure you reach out to us and hopefully we can help you purchase or rent your next dream home. As always, we want to help you live your Chicago lifestyle. So be a part of our community, learn about all of our different neighborhoods, make sure you're checking out all of our other ones. And again, if you're moving to the city, give us a call. Hey, no, come here. Hey, just chill. You're breathing too hard. You're ruining our shot.